back to normal, I think it's like through the roof. That's awesome. I mean, it's when he's at his best. He's controlling contact and you know the contact strength's not good. The ball on the ground. Our defense played really well behind him. But that's when he's at his best. He's commanding the bottom of the strike zone, and they have very little chance to hit the ball in the air when he does that.
You used your closer in the eighth. Is that kind of an example of what you've always talked about? We all know that the highest leverage spot's not always
Right.
the ninth.
I tried to warn you. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's you know the right matchups are going to come at any given time, and I'd made my mind up at 3-1 that Ken was going to pitch to the top of the order, Escobar, Trout, Pujols, and if needed, Marte. So when it got to 5-1, I had him hot, and I wasn't going to change it. That was exactly the pocket that I wanted him to pitch. I couldn't control the fact that it didn't come in the ninth; it came in the eighth. Those guys understand. I mean, Will Harris was up in the seventh, ends up pitching the ninth. I mean, it's a versatile bullpen that you say 8 or 9 times out of 10 is going to be used in a fashion that everyone's used to. When it's not, it certainly takes notice. But in a couple times a week, then all of a sudden the questions come. But our guys are just trying to get the final 9 outs in this game.
How do you get those guys to buy into a system?
Well, they're good. They're a good group, and they've all done everything. So I think they have an understanding of I try to communicate my best to them, and I know that the best mindset for a reliever is to have somewhat of a defined role. The fact that these guys are versatile, I mean, I literally can call down in the 5th inning. Luke Gregerson will be ready. Will Harris will be ready. Ken Giles will go in the game. So I have good makeup guys that understand, what we're trying to accomplish and have bought in. They all certainly want to close. They all, who wouldn't? I mean, that's sort of where a lot of the adrenaline is. So, like I said, Ken Giles is going to close the majority of the games. It just happens to be this week. There's a couple pockets that I was committed to using him in a different inning.
Tonight, how dynamic he was.
Yeah, so I told him before the game he wasn't going to play tomorrow, and I told him from now on I'm going to tell him a lot that he's not playing tomorrow, and he can have a night like tonight. So he he's been really good, and I think he provided a nice little spark for us when we needed it. He's up at the top of the order, near the top of the order to hit right-handed pitching, and the 2-run homer at the end was really big for us to have a little bit of breathing room when the top of the order is coming up.
Before Reddick's homer, were you planning Gregerson in the ninth?
Guess we'll never know, will we? I had Harris hot too. Harris had gotten up in the 7th, and so he was hot. So it would have been one of Harris or Davinsky or Gregerson or maybe Peacock.
Single by Gaddy, big too. I mean, they just brought in a right-hander and
Gaddy?
Yeah, Gaddy.
Yeah, he had a nice night, and I've got to work harder to get him some more regular at bats. It's been hard, the DH spot going to Beltran most of the time. Gaddy's going to DH tomorrow. Beltran will play left, so I'm going to try to work him and get him a few more at bats. He'll catch over the weekend, but I know when he warms up and he starts getting some hits, the power is going to come. He can do a lot of damage, but the 2-out base hit to right or down the. I mean, it's hard to keep the ball fair inside the first baseman, but that proved to be a pivotal run as well. So it's sometimes I think he gets lost in the shuffle of this lineup because he's not in there all the time. But he's been a productive middle of the order bat for us that's hit anywhere from 4th to 9th this year. So that's a nice player to have to insert when I can.
Keuchel's had a couple starts now, bigger sample size. You feel like you're getting the old Dallas Keuchel?
I'm just getting Dallas Keuchel. I mean, I never really thought I had a new one or an old one. I think we're getting exactly what you would expect when I hand the ball to Dallas every 5 days. I mean, it's at his best, he's keeping the ball on the ground. He's missing some bats. He did both of those tonight. He came up big. He could have gone out for the 8th inning. He's very strong at the end of his outings, which I'm very happy about. So I think Dallas Keuchel is who he is, and he's certainly pitched very well so far.
Did you have Correa available tonight?
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, didn't need him.
Will he start tomorrow? Do you know?
I'm hoping to. I mean, he's going to go through an array of activity in the morning, and then but I'm hopeful.